Y'all ain't never gonna believe this. I'm a Sunday school teacher. I know that's so like crazy and random. I started volunteering at my church in the youth ministry. I really do I love kids. I know I say I'll be tired of kids, but I do enjoy children. I love children. This is kind of a selfish thing that I'm doing because realistically, honestly, my kids are older. Lydia's 18, Buddy is 14. And it is very rare that I get to be around small children. And, honestly, when my children were small, I guess in the moment I didn't understand that time is fleeting and that they wouldn't be that size forever. It just felt like we had so much time. Now I realize that that time is long past and my daughter is a legal adult. All of her doctors have been calling, asking me to have my daughter call and add me back on as an authorized person, because now she doesn't really have to tell us anything about her medical anything. It's very weird. It's such a weird space to be in because she is legally an adult, but she is absolutely not an adult. So it really just takes me back to when I was Lydia's age and I was married and I was a mom. And all I can do is think to myself, what were you thinking? I wasn't thinking. I do think I was taken advantage of. Someone who was 5 years older than me manipulated me is what it boils down to. I was manipulated. And, it is what it is. I don't regret anything. Obviously, I have two beautiful children from that 10-year marriage. But now at 37, almost 38, looking back 20 years, was I too young? Absolutely. I had no business even talking to someone that old, someone 23 and I'm 18. It doesn't seem like a big age gap, but it is a huge age gap. Anyway, I'm a Sunday school teacher and I have an idea about a project. You guys tell me what you think. So I've been doing some research and I discovered that there are over 130 different plants mentioned in the Bible, which is just crazy, right? So another really cool thing is that Texas and Israel have very similar climates. Stay with me, let me cook. So wouldn't it be really, really cool if I, the new cool fun Sunday school teacher, decided that we could start a prayer garden at my church and that the youth ministry would be responsible for the prayer garden? Because quite frankly, a lot of these children have not ever grown anything from seed. I just feel like it's a very easy layup. Oh, dang it. I left my, I'll use a sponge today. I left my, my brush downstairs, but I just think it's a really easy layup, on teaching kids about God and about the Bible and about having faith. And, it's just too easy. So I've been researching and just kind of looking at, I don't like using a sponge. I normally use a brush, but the sponge, I feel like the sponge is just soaking up all of my makeup. Maybe, I don't know, I can't tell. Anyway, I definitely don't regret anything. I really feel like God had and has a plan for my life. And it's really crazy, when I kind of see things come together. For example, me being a young mother, having my kids very young was something that I used to be very embarrassed and ashamed about. However, now looking back on it, I know that God worked that out beautifully. Because of my health crisis and the age of my children, that was one thing I did not have to worry about as much when I was having all of my surgeries. Because my kids were already much older. They already knew what was expected of them, their routine. It was a lot easier to navigate that entire process because my kids were older. But if I had a newborn or toddlers, a lot of my friends, it wouldn't have been a good situation. this is makeup for church, so I don't need to go like too crazy. Try to keep it really like light and subtle because it is church. So I don't need to have like a full baddie beat down. Especially for Sunday school. Like the kids aren't really clocking me like, oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. These kids are different and they do clock. They clock everything. I'm just going back in with a little bit of dark brown right here. Do a little tiny bit of glitter.